Proud to be a South Carolina Farmer is a 12-week series where we are traveling the state, meeting a new farmer each week.
I'm a fourth-generation farmer, and I farm with my dad, my uncle, and my cousin. And I have two small kids, 8 and 10. My cousin has 3 kids, similar ages. And we hope that one day, being a family farm, we hope that one day they can come back to the farm and take over the farm. My great-grandfather started in the 1930s. Now my dad and uncle are still involved, and my cousin and I are involved and have families. So, you know, we have a long history of a family farm, and we hope to continue that legacy. At our farm, we milk 1,300 cows. We milk 3 times a day. We have about 30 employees. We start milking, the first shift begins at 3 a.m., second shift is 11 a.m., and the third shift is at 7 a.m. We milk 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And dairy farming is a everyday job. I mean, you got to be here every day.
Kevin does a lot to really, tell the public about dairy and dairy farming, but also just how good milk is and how safe it is.
My granddad in the 1960s built what we thought was a modern parlor, and it was built in 1968, our old parlor. In the 90s, that's when my cousin and I came back. We decided to expand that parlor, and we decided to go from a double 9 parlor to a double 14 parlor. And we continued that on up until 2 years ago, and we were milking about 1,000 cows. So we started looking around, and we decided that we wanted to build a new parlor, and we looked around the country at different styles of parlors. And this parlor here that we built is a rotary parlor. It's 60 stalls, and it's like a merry-go-round. The cows step on and they ride around. And the rotary parlor is a very efficient parlor. Cows are comfortable on it. The milking procedure is the same with every cow. People stand in one spot, the cows come to them. And cows really enjoy riding, and when cows are happy, they produce more milk. So we really like the rotary because it's real comfortable on the cows, and the people like it as well. Anyway, with this parlor, we can milk 360 cows an hour. As they milk the cows, we have 4 people that are around the rotary here. The first person sprays an iodine solution or dips an iodine solution on the cow's udder, and they check the cow. They can visibly inspect the milk. And then the cow moves to the next person. We have a clean towel. That person will wipe the udder clean. Then the cow moves to the next station. There's a person there that applies the unit, that attaches the unit on the cow. Then she rides around for about 9 minutes. And the milker has an automatic sensor in it. When all the milk's out, it will sense that she has no more milk to give. So it's pumped into our milk room in there, and it's cooled instantly. As the milk comes from the cow, it goes into this large vat. And there's a pump here that pumps the milk from the vat. We have 4 filters. Milk goes through 4 filters, and if you fill this pipe here is warm, which is 95-degree milk. It comes through our plate cooler. This is the plate cooler. One side of the cooler is well water. The other side is propylene glycol, which is basically chilled from a chilling system that we have outside in the other room. The milk travels through the middle. It never touches the well water or the glycol, but it's in 3 different pipes, so it instantly cools it down from 95 degrees to 33, 34 degrees. This is a chart where we can come in at any time of the day, and we can see what the temperature ran during the milking. So this temperature chart's important because you can always go back and check behind your milking system to make sure it's working properly. Once it travels through the plate cooler, the milk is instantly cooled. This is a truck scale that tells you how much milk is on those tankers outside. Once it passes the truck scale, it comes through here and goes up through this refrigerator. This is called a drip sample. The milk comes through here and it's dripping. It's taking a sample out of that line. It's constantly dripping into this sample. We want to make sure that each load that leaves here is free of antibiotics. So what we do, this is a sample of our milk, that as it's being cooled. It's cooled and then it goes onto the tanker. As it's going onto the tanker, it's dripping in this bottle so we can get a sample of it. And this is an antibiotic test kit. And see, this is labeled tank 4. My employees label each tank, each bottle that goes to each tank they're doing. You wanna shake it up good. And then we'll take this dropper. There's a pill here. What we'll do, I'll get a sample of the milk. You see the pill dissolving. And again, this is the antibiotic test kit to make sure there's no antibiotics in our milk. And after 5 minutes, we'll pour it on here. This is called a snap test. We'll pour the milk there, and as it comes back, we'll snap it. And this sample is not only used for me here to check for antibiotics, but that entire sample is taken to PET in Spartanburg to be checked for antibiotics. They also run bacteria counts and some other tests with it to make sure this is the best quality milk. My oldest son is 10, my youngest is 8, and they absolutely love the farm. They're out here all the time, and they started playing baseball a few years ago, but it was taking up too much time. They wanted to be out here with their daddy on the farm, so I think they're going to be future farmers, and I'm real proud of them.